This is my Bell Super 3R MIPS mountain bike helmet. I did a lot of research before buying a mountain bike helmet and quite happily settled on the Bell. It's definitely a premium product and it has MIPS built in, which is definitely something that you want these days. It's the latest technology. If you have a look down inside, see all those yellow dots? That is the MIPS head protection. So you can see that it wobbles independently of the helmet frame itself. So it stops rotational forces in the case of an accident. And honestly, I would not have a helmet these days if it didn't have MIPS in it. It's the new standard and it's really worth having. It protects way more than the older styles of helmets. So other than MIPS, there's quite a lot of features in this helmet. It's ultra light and really, really comfortable. Inside there is some nice padding. And you have the standard clips here and straps. But then on the back you also have this adjustment wheel, which makes sure you can get it very nice and snug. There is a sun visor that you can move a fair bit. You can move it a bit more if you take off the mount on top, but still you shouldn't need it any higher than that to get the sun out of your eyes. It can be removed by the toggles on either side if you prefer not to have a sun visor, but I find this really, really useful. It doesn't crowd my vision too much. It's perfect. Then on top there is the GoPro mount. Now this is a custom mount. Sorry, I shouldn't say custom. It came with the helmet, but it is designed specifically for this helmet. The way that it clips in to the vents here. And that's great if you want to have it on top. But there's also plenty of room on the front if you have a different sort of mount for a GoPro. As you can see, loads of ventilation in this helmet all over. I've never once found it too hot, even riding up hills when things get a bit sweaty. I really liked it. But the main feature, I buried the lead here, the main feature of this one is that it is sort of a dual purpose helmet. So it's full face, as you can see, but the full face can be removed. So on the side here we have a clip, another clip on this side, and then on the back is a third clip. So you undo this clip here and loosen that off. And then these clips, if you can see just here, there's a little clamp. So as I lift this lever, this little clamp pops out. It's hard to get on the camera, so I'll just do both and show you how this can then be removed. And you can do this easily while you are wearing the helmet. And this whole section comes off. So then you have a standard mountain bike helmet. And originally, this is how I was wearing the helmet. I thought that full face was maybe a bit overkill for standard mountain bike trails, and it was more for the extreme downhill stuff. But then following a friend of mine, he came off his bike with a full face helmet on and ate the ground. And I immediately realized the benefit of having a full face helmet. So after that, I put the full face back on. And I must admit, for the first half an hour, I was a little bit worried that I had the wrong size helmet. I have had Bell helmets in the past for motorbike and for bicycle, and I've always stuck with the same sizing, and the sizing is true to what they say on the website, but these cheek pads felt really tight for about the first 30 minutes or so, and I was worried that I had too small a helmet, but after those 30 minutes, the feeling just went away, and it fitted really well, and ever since then I've had no problems whatsoever. So they did need about half an hour just to bed in and get used to my face, and for my face to get used to the helmet as well. But after that, it was great. Another benefit of this, and I don't think they designed it like this, or maybe they did, but you can see on the back there is some sort of rubberized tape that's kind of comfortable, and the cushions protrude just a little bit underneath. So if you're riding and it does get a bit hot and you don't want the full face on there, say you're going uphill, you have a long uphill journey where you're not really going to need the full face protection, but it's getting a bit hot, then you can just let it off and then let this hang on your neck, and then this part here rests on your chest. And it may not seem like it, but it's super comfortable. You don't really notice that you've unclipped it and it's just hanging off the front of you. So you can get it right out of the way of your face and just be wearing the helmet like this with this dangling underneath. And it works really well like that. And then when you get to the top of the hill and you're planning on doing some downhill stuff, then you clip it back on and you're good to go. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. There's some nice padding on the inside as well. And this can all be pulled out. It's velcroed in. So that can be pulled out if you need to give it a wash, if it gets a bit stinky. And then, of course, these two cheek pads on either side can be popped out by two clips. And you can also, where it says insert, you can pop open the Velcro here and pull out the padding and replace it if you like. So it really is a future-proofed helmet because there isn't too much that's going to need replacing, except maybe the padding, and the padding is really, really easy to clean and or replace, and then it just clicks back in. So yeah, I highly recommend this helmet, absolutely love it. Had it for a couple of years now, no complaints whatsoever, and I'll be using it for many years to come. If I was, fingers crossed, if I was in any accident and broke the helmet, then I would absolutely have no hesitation in going out and getting the exact same helmet again. Bell's lineup is just fantastic. So yeah, I like it. I think you will too. Enjoy.